Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can add faux layers onto a one layer card, and I'll run through how I made this particular card. The first thing I did was to mask off a rectangular area where I wanted to add some ink. Now I apologise for the quality of this video. I have a palm tree right outside my craft room window and it was quite sunny that day, so when the palm leaves moved you do get a flash. Okay, so back to the card. Into the little aperture that I've made with my post-it notes, I'm blending distress oxides in antique linen, fossilised amber and twisted citron. For the next stage I need to remove the masking and take my stencil. The stencil that I'm using today is by Sweet Poppy and its name is Cornflowers. And I take a black micron pen and I just go through all of the areas in the stencil, colouring them in. Some areas of the stencil are very thin, and to avoid ruining the nib on my pen I left those parts alone and just went over with the black pen once I'd removed the stencil. I decided to add the layer because I had a black mark at the top of my card and that seemed the most sensible way to cover it up. So I took a ruler and I just drew a couple of lines where I wanted the impression of a layer to be. It was a little bit difficult to see whether I had my line completely straight without getting my head right underneath the camera, so you'll see here it's a little bit wonky. To fix the wonkiness, I ended up drawing a second line on each side and then filling it in freehand. After I'd finished drawing the black lines, I took my pumice stone distress marker and added a second line outside of the black ones to represent a shadow. Then finally hickory smoke in between the light grey and the black, just to deepen that shadow a little bit more. To finish the card I added the sentiment. And now I'll show you some other cards that I've made with the same technique. Now it's hard to believe that this is all on one layer, but it really is. I think the glossy accents on the flower, along with the shadow, really help to make it look as though it's lifted off the page. And a tiny shadow on the triangle also makes it look like another layer. Now this card again is all on one layer, but the shadow on the flower helps it to look as though that again is lifted off the page. And here's another one layer where it looks as though the white card on the top has been added over the top of the base card. So you can see there are lots of uses for this faux layer technique, and I really hope that you will try it out too. So it just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video.